Okay, as always, I deliver a salutation to my longtime Zoom friends, and now the YouTubers are in. I've flipped the switch for live streaming, and now the broadcast. It's an amazing miracle, isn't it? I flip a switch, and all of us can do this, whatever your self expression, your ministry, your healing, your communication. You can simply flip a switch and express yourself around the world. And then the question is the world interested? But anyway, it's great to see this large and growing group of YouTubers. Greg and Looney say hello. If you're watching this recorded on Upward Spiral Yoga, my YouTube channel, I now have over, get this, 500 recorded classes, meditations, Dharma talks, and you're always welcome to watch one. But if you're watching recorded, this is May 26th, 2024, Memorial Day weekend. So, Dr. Greg, I've got an honorary doctorate. I stole it from a friend of mine, and Dr. Greg says, relax on your back, take a load off, wiggle your legs, maybe swallow once. Easy does it. We're going to do a lot of self-care today, the big self. Lift up the oars, put them back in the boat, float downstream. It's sort of a modern malady, isn't it, to stress and strain our whole lives trying to get where we're already going. It's easier to ride the horse in the direction that it's going. Nice deep breath together. Let all the expression remove from your face. Welcome if you're just getting in. We're just getting started. We've got a couple more minutes on the back before we move into our restorative and yin yoga. Now, if you would, I will. I'm going to move my breathing down to my belly button and suggest you do the same, more diaphragmatic belly button breath. No rush. We can rush later, but it is a holiday weekend, and I've heard through the grapevine that you guys have been working really hard and keeping busy, and you deserve a break. Wow, we're in good company today as I look at the YouTube analytics, people streaming in larger and larger. Thank you for your liking and subscribing, the thing that tickles and stimulates the YouTube algorithm. I think of all the things that could be spread around the planet right now. A good a good thing would be yoga, calm, peace, love, tolerance, if we're going to make it. I'm hopeful. Good, now 1 minute to feel whatever you're feeling. This is the most unusual thing I think to say, but I think people can go years without ever actually feeling their feeling, and there can be good reason for that. Trauma, dysfunction, PTSD, just a host of reasons. But there are other reasons: unwillingness, fear, stubbornness, and Here's an opportunity to let go of that and simply feel what your body is communicating. Hear the wisdom of our body. The body keeps score. And as I like to say, breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. Welcome if you're just getting in. I see some more good friends piling into class. There was a big jam up in the parking lot, so I'm glad you got a parking space. Good, now my watch says it's 11:11. That means we're all one. Get it? So take the biggest inhale of your whole life, feeling your whole life so far. What a long, strange trip it's been. Exhale, let it all go. Just empty out. Be like a little kid swimming pool that's been emptied out. Drain your brain. Let go of opinions, attitudes, memories, stinking thinking. Just let it go. We are calm and peaceful souls. Good, now wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate super extra feel good through yourself. Isn't it crazy? We can actually manage our own mood. If we can't, it's not good. So God, love, source gave us certainly the power to manage our own state of being to some degree. So circulate feel good through yourself to the degree that you can. Good, take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch your arms back up over your head. I'd lay on my back too, but I have to manage cameras and computers and YouTube and live streaming and microphones and lighting and cats and dogs, and stretch out. Feel that first thing in the morning stretchy feeling. Good, draw your knees in and roll around on your back a little bit, just for the sheer unadulterated fun of it. Good, roll around the other way. Good, now let's sit up together and do some good restorative healing yoga. If you're just getting in or if you're watching for the first time, me llamo Escaragorio y Lunicat, and we're broadcasting from Pleasant Hill, California. Welcome to my Zoom friends. I've been broadcasting on Zoom for 4 years since my yoga studio closed. But now I've also added YouTube, and it is my wholehearted intention and my goal to spread as much yoga as I can around the planet. Now, my yoga is for everybody, I say, and yoga comes in 1,000 million, billion, trillion different variations. Yoga will find you wherever your current level of ability is. If this yoga is too easy, find something that's easier or harder. If this yoga is too hard, find something that is easier. But be that as it may, if you seek your yoga, your connection with your higher power, it'll most certainly come. You guys know the aphorism, right? When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I believe that's axiomatic. It's a fundamental of the universe. It's a first principle. It's unavoidable. When we as souls are ready to move to the next level, the teaching or the teacher that delivers it will most assuredly show up, because that's just the way that it works. Now, first things first is part of my spiritual program, and this is my cat, Looney bin Laden, and he looks really good, black on yellow, don't you think? Getting some weightlifting today. Cat spills over my body, comes around over the side, flips around, goes on his back, and bites the hell out of me. Anyway, he's purring really loud. No animals were harmed in the making of this. Do you love me? I love you. Anyway, let's chant Om together and then we'll get on with the yoga. Inhale. Feel that. We are calm, peaceful souls. We're not here to stir the pot. We're here to let the pot relax. Okay. Not only are you guys being good, Looney has been very good, so he gets the remainder of the cat treats. Here they are. Here. There you go. Hands to our heart. Today's little blessing. God, love, source, infinite, whatever you like to be called, as long as we call. You don't care what your kid calls you, just as long as they call, right? Gather deeply into yourself and find the place that's most sacred, holy, and reverent in this moment. Bless us with great love, light, and truth, strength, knowledge, and power to fulfill the highest of which we're capable. Amen. Om. All right, shoulders. Now, see my big Pee Wee Herman sliding chair over here? We're going to do some serious restorative yoga, but I got to do joint juice. Yesterday, I rode my bike to the local football stadium and ran up and down the stairs a bunch of times. I don't know what I was thinking other way, but I am sore AH. I'm sore as heck. Got to keep language PG because I'm going around the world. And while some countries are more liberal in their censorship, there are some countries that would actually send their minions to come get me. So I got to be careful. Welcome if you're just getting in. Ooh, my shoulders tight. Remember, tension or fear or anxiety is just love that's being twisted into the wrong thing. Guy, did you know by petting your cat, it releases endogenous dolphins? Speaking of dolphins, we eat tuna, but it's always dolphin safe. But I digress. Lace your hands and brush your thumbs down your sternocleidomastodons on the side of your neck. Wow, what a nice turnout today. Equivalently of Zoom people and YouTubers. I'm honored to be in your presence. I feel like anytime two or more are gathered, seeking that it radically increases our drawing, healing, loving power. I really believe that. I think that's another truism. 6, 7, hi. Are you gazing at me lovingly? Good. Now, weird, take your thumbs underneath your jaw. Now, watch this. Plop. I'm plopping my face into my hands, and I'm massaging my thumbs underneath my jawbone. This is for my throat chakra. When that opens up, your head and your heart communicate. That's good. It's like a healthy human relationship. Oh, self-care at its best. It takes time, though. Can we hurry up and get to the relaxing stuff? If you don't like the way I drive to yoga class, get the hell off the sidewalk. Drop your chin. 1, pretty much 2. I'm all 3. They're all 4. Like, I'm all 5. And they're all 6. Otra dirección, por favor. 1, 2. Looney likes the vibe today. He's hanging out even though there's no bribery of cat treats. What situations are you remaining in just because you get cat treats? 5, And 6. Let's relax our head down in humility. Brains are wonderful organs. But they think they're top dog. So relax your brain to your wise, intellectual gut brain. We have more neuronal tissue in our solar plexus than we do in our brain. Scientific fact. You could look it up. This then, woman's intuition or gut feeling. How many times have we operated in the opposition to that and paid the price? Maybe we didn't hear the intuition because we were stuck in our head. We are calm, peaceful souls. Good. Now, we are angels in training. Did you know that? You're somebody's angel. Arms up your back, behind your neck. Ploof. I love these. It used to take sledgehammers of sensation to get my attention. And I mean sledgehammers, kids. But now, subtleties. There's great joy and pleasure in the subtleties. Maybe that's just maturity. But I can't claim that neither. Behind your back. Stimulating my chakras. Poof. One thing I believe in is being a late bloomer. I don't think people should peak when they're 20 or 30. I'm not against rising to great heights when you're in your 20s and 30s, but I'm a firm believer that the best is always yet to be. And if you're a late bloomer, you can achieve the highest of your destiny and your good ongoingly forever. Am I crazy? Partially, but it's the good kind of crazy. Inhale. Poof. Sheryl Crow's, side to side. What does this do? It keeps me from asking so many questions. Side to side with twisty arms. Oh, running up and down stairs at the stadium yesterday. Oh my God. Oh my God, it seemed like such a good idea. Oh, everything comes with a consequence. Oh, my arms are tired. Good. Pat, pat, butter pat on your heels of your hands. This is acupressure. I went to a yoga class and an acupressure class broke out. What a good kitty. Leave a like or subscribe if you have a cat, you love cats, or your cat is in the room with you. Please leave a like and subscribe on YouTube. Purr, purr, purr. I'm kneading bread. You know why? Because I don't eat bread no more, so I'm kneading it. But I don't really need it because it's not for me. Could now take these and put them in here and just kind of go, I'm going to pump you up. Pumping. You got to be pumping something. Just get them hippies going. Good. Forward, up, over, around, and back. It's no one individual movement. It's a synergy. It's a synchronicity. It's the intelligent sequencing of movements. That's called vinyasa in yoga. Vinyasa. I went to school with a guy named Vinyasa. Up and over. I'm here all week. Actually, I've been here forever, and so have you. Well, where was I 500 years ago? You're lucky you don't remember. One day you will. Okay, arms out. Just think if you had to make amends for all of your previous lifetimes as well, we'd be super screwed. So one lifetime at a time. Good. Put your hands in upside down here. What do you mean making amends? Oh, well, that's just my spiritual tradition. Made a list of all the people we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. When I first heard that, I was thinking, make amends to the mall? I never did anything wrong at the mall. Why do I have to make amends to the mall? Side to side. Up and over and around and down. We're having a little fun. If a little fun breaks out today, we'll try to quell it as best we can. Yoga is very serious. My life is very serious. Actually, I take my spiritual practice very seriously. I try to take myself a little less seriously. I take Looney very seriously. Oh, purr, he says. All right. These are called roly-poly gluten-free guacamoles. Can you tell I've changed my diet? I'm thinking a little bit about food, but I've radically changed my diet. I'm not going to tell you until I can show you the results. Other way, what will the results be? People will want to wash their clothes on my abdomen. Washboard abs, get it? Take it around the other way. This is so good. This makes you handsome. By the way, if you're an upward spiral yogi, if you're part of my tribe, you look way younger than other people that are your age. That is just like and subscribe. Shake it out. Shake poop off of your hands. Now, I haven't had kids, but man, you probably get gunk on your hands. They puke on you and stuff, and you got to get it off. I don't know how mothers do it. I honestly just, it's why tigers eat their young. Just, I don't know how. Thank God for motherly love. I had a really good mom. My sisters who are in class today will definitely agree. She was super extra spectacular. Still is. She's probably in whatever the Mazatlan part of heaven is, just chilling, having the best time, going, thank God. Faster, faster. It's Memorial Day. We give memorial to all the great souls who've come before and died so that we could be free. We live on the shoulders of giants. Cup your hands at your heart and bless all those that sacrificed everything so that we could be here. What do we need to sacrifice so that future generations thrive and prosper from our presence whilst we're here? It's a good question, isn't it? Will we leave the world better or will we leave it a mess? Inhale up, grab your elbows. Can we get to the thing on the chair? Can we get to the really squishy, happy, relaxing, drooling part pretty soon? Just cool your jets, grab your elbows, other way. Looney? Gravity is very strong today. He's Velcro to the floor, except for his tail. Good, and we'll bring this down. Oof. Good, now, you notice when I chant Om, I try to extend it out. I have a very long string on my back, and when I chant Om, the string pulls out really long now. So the Om is longer than it used to be. This is good for everything. Inhale. Close your eyes and feel that. In your deep internal connection, Dr. Greg suggests praying for what you most need or most want right now. Ask boldly, ask with faith, and it's yours. Good job. Okay, now all I'm going to do is just lean back on my hands and I'm going to go bottoms up, lift up your rear, up you go. Maybe you're not a 13-year-old Romanian gymnast and you can't lift up all the way. Just, I don't want you to go where they go. I'd like for you to go where you go. And come on down. Switch the cross of your legs. Remember the Yugo? World's worst car. All right, I switched across my legs, back on my hands, and elevation, sensation. God, I offer my hips to you, not just my heart. You know, it's kind of easy sometimes to offer your heart to God. But my hips, I'll take care of that, thank you. But nope, got to do the whole body to get a whole body demonstration. Go back to the original cross and one seated forward fold, and then we'll move into restorative yoga. If you're stiff as a boiled owl, just lean forward a little. Find the middle ground of sensation. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your ears away from your head. Soften your hair. Feel your gums. Stop thinking. Oh, what a bliss to stop thinking. Remember the words of a great yogi. Everything is probably going to be okay. And if it's not, then that's just the unfolding of great good. Inhale, look forward, bright future. Are you a late bloomer? Do you have your best out in front of you? I'd recommend believing that. Exhale, come on down. No, I'm cooked, I'm done. I peaked about 40 years ago. It was really cool. Those are the best of times. I'm kind of downhill now, sliding into the abyss, just getting ready for the big dirt nap. Nope. Come on up, my lovelies. Now, I'm the first to admit, usually I'm the last to admit anything, but in this case, I'm the first to admit that this, why is that there? Well, we're going to do that famous pose called Supta Virasana. Supta Virasana, that means kneeling and lying on our back. Now, back in the day, I could kneel and just go plop on my back, but because of a little bit of a knee thing, it's challenging for moi to lean when I'm kneeling. So does that mean I'm not going to do it? Hell no. It means I'm going to get creative, brilliant, and a genius of innovation and find the way that I can. Now, you can go along with me for this, or you can just leave. I don't have abandonment issues anymore. Lie. Please don't go. But all I'm going to do, watch this. By the way, if you can kneel really easily and just lay on a couple pillows, that's spectacular. But I sit up tall, and with all this stuff behind me, now you can use a couch, you can use an ottoman, you can use a chair, you can use your cat, you can use nothing, but I'm sorry, you're going to have to do a little bit of work on this one and find some way to lean back. If you can't do it at all, just get a big bowl of gluten-free popcorn and just watch for 5 minutes, okay? Just get a bunch of stuff behind you. Put all that stuff around your house to good use. And if you build it, they will come, filled of dreams. I even need more than this. There we go. Now, for most humans, most of the time, this is the hardest theme of yoga, to open up the front of the body by kneeling and leaning back. And because of that, the front of the body atrophies and petrifies, and then all hell breaks loose because the body's not open anymore. Little kids could do this for hours. They could fall asleep in this pose. Older people, they would fall asleep in this pose, but they would never wake up. So we have to pay a little bit of dues, but I am giving you the dispensation of being able to lay over stuff. If you're one of my I've got 3 and 4 year old kids watching this class. They're having no problem laying back. But I also have 80 and 90-year-old yogis who are diligent enough to build up sufficient proppage underneath them so they can lie back. Be quiet now, 2 minutes, okay? Maybe 3. maybe 11. Stop thinking. And if you don't like it anyway. Like it whether you like it or not. Now, if you're not breathing, please start breathing. If you are breathing, breathe more from your belly button. This pose is so good, the vibes are so sublime that even my cat has passed out with us. And you can modify by how long you do it. Maybe you try it and it's like that's enough, and you just come out and sit and meditate or pray or chant or something. I could skip this pose for the rest of my life, but then this range of motion would die, and then I wouldn't be able to have as much fun with my body. And if I'm going to have a body, I'm going to have some fun with it, damn it. 2 more minutes. Can you do that with me? I can do 2 minutes standing on my head. It's taken me this long to kind of downshift into deeper. It would seem to be a shame to come out once I finally start to relax into it. So um, keep breathing, keep trusting. Okay, biggest inhale of your whole life from your belly button. Exhale, let it all go. Good. Now, Dr. Greg recommends you get out of this one hella slow. Okay, I don't think you probably have a choice unless you're Iris Sky, my favorite young student. Come up and out. Good. Now I'm kneeling. Now, normally I would not kneel because of pressure on my knee, but my butt's lifted like 8 inches and I'm just kneeling for a sec. Kneeling is a great human pose, isn't it? It's a pose of devotion. It's a pose of meditation. But frankly, most people, I'm going to make a generalization, most people over 50 years old can't really kneel very effectively anymore. Most men who are my age, 67 years old, can't, they would be dead after what we just did. And I'm only partially dead, mostly alive. Let's chant Om while we're kneeling and let those vibes go through our nervous system. Inhale. Good. Now, before we get out of kneeling, we're going to do a pose called Ustrasana. Ustrasana means camel in Sanskrit, and it has to do with arching our spine or bringing our spine into extension. A lot of life, a lot of ecstatic and blissful experiences are correlated with stretching the spine that way. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands back here, support myself, and I'm going to just stretch my buns up and lean back. Now, if we're gymnasts, our head goes back to our feet. If you're maybe 40, 50, 60 years old, you just stretch the front of your body, head back, chest up, buns forward, big funs with your buns, and please to come on down now. Good. All right, now we'll get out of that, which in and of itself is a fun. Do you see this? It's a whale. A whale crawled into my living room and went plop on his side. That's where we're going, kitty cats. All right. Now, I probably owe you something ecstatic after that, don't I? So I do. I'm just going to move stuff off to the side. Do I have stuff or what? I don't have a lot of general stuff, but when it comes to yoga, I'm a hoarder. There's no doubt about that. All right, now for the thing that's going to feel super amazing, and that is after I removed all of this stuff, all I'm going to do is, this is going to be a long one. I think you'll like it. Whether it's your chair, your ottoman, the couch, your pets, your spouse, your neighbor, whatever it is, we're going to slide in with our rear. This is the great counter pose for what we just done. And my butt slides in. I'm on my back. I take one banky and I lift my tail feathers. And this is Viparita Karani variation, yin style. But I'll tell you, you know what the real key is? Once you get your calves up on your ottoman couch, then you got to lift your butt 3-4 inches and then put a blanket or two right underneath your sacrum. If you don't know what your sacrum is, you probably should, so I'm not going to tell you. You could look it up later. But it's not underneath your kidneys. Your butt doesn't drop. Your buns are perky and buoyant. And now we're going to tochi in it for 5 minutes. This is the best pose for sore lower back from running up and down stadium stairs. Swallow once, circle your jaw around. This pose stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system for a variety of reasons, but paramount, I would say, is that the butt lift allows your guts and your kidneys to relax back, and that's soothing for our vagus nerve, our kidneys, our cortisols. Oh my God, the automatic cat food feeder just dumped cat food and they're wet loony. We all have our priorities. Let your eyes roll back into catatonia. Relax your jaw. Sink in, SYNC, sink in. Fall asleep if you want. How many classes do you get to do that? And as you're relaxing more and your mind and your psyche and your intellect is softening and we're beginning to fall into our subconscious mind and very open to very powerful suggestions of good, don't forget to like and subscribe. Smooth your breath out. Everything is always working out. Really think of your life and its amazing twists and turns and impossible whirlpools and tornadoes. And with all that, here we are, safe, sound, loved, cared for, present, available for endless, ongoing uplift. Okay, pure silence, 4 minutes. You can do it. I hope I can do it. Good. Now, before we come out, we're just going to do some pelvic lifts. So just, you can press into your calves and your arms, and you can just lift your hippies to wherever your hippies go. Good. Rest your hippies down. Try it again. It's also called bridge pose. You just lift bunnage. This time a little higher because you opened up some space. Beautiful. This is such a good range of motion to keep lively and healthy in our body. Good. One more pelvic lift. A little higher. A little higher. Hips for higher. Good. And come on down super slow. Good. All right. Let's roll out to one side or the other after that. Ecstasy we were in, and we'll come back. Everybody's still in class. This is a good team. This is a good thing. I feel like $100 after that. It's hard to get out of that one, isn't it? Gravity's very strong. Anyway, now I'd like to do just some concluding movements so that we're not sore tomorrow. We feel great for Memorial Day. So this, just kind of follow along with this kind of simple stuff. Feet together. Just wag your knees out a little bit. You'll like this part. Simple, mindless. Simple Minds. Remember that band? Don't you forget about them. Breakfast Club. Was that your favorite movie or what? Just wagging. Good. Then bring your knees in together, little kid pose. Pull your knees in, which, I don't know. If you can squeeze tighter than me, then I, as a teacher, wholeheartedly invite you, listening to this very call, to exceed what I can do at your leisure. Because if any teacher is worth their salt, and I love salt, then the teacher wants you to exceed what they can do. Any teacher who doesn't want that is, technical term, kind of a dick, really. So find teachers that you can exceed. Good. Then plant hands and feet. Buns to the moon. This pose makes me feel over the moon. Sink down. Left leg out. Right ankle over. Take your eagle towel in right hand. Crank a doodle dandy. Other way. Use it or lose it. Crack your toes. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. All right. Now, right leg out, left foot over. Makes sense, doesn't this? Makes perfect sense to me. Other way. Crack the toes. 1, 2, 3. 1 out of 5 ain't bad. All right. Sit cross-legged. You know what we ain't done yet? Do you know what fundamental movement we've not done? Twist, right? So we'll clear that up right now. Inhale. Cactus arms. Now, like a radar dish, turn to the right as far as you can. Left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Get a good, healthy human twist. Do I know stronger twists than this? You don't even want to know. But this is fine for Sunday sacred self-care yoga. Base of your spine in a little bit. Shoulders relaxed, chin level, eyes closed. We're calm and peaceful souls. Good. And release out of that twisty. Oh, twists. Other way. With your legs. Get good spinal decompression. Maybe go a little side to side. My bra strap is kind of pinching today. Ooh. Cactus arms. Inhale for the inhale part. Exhale, super extra twist, left, 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 left. Keep your butt screwed to the floor. More, 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 more. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. And with all love and compassion, I say, go screw yourself to the left. Squeeze out gunk, stinking thinking. You can't put new grape juice into old grape juice containers. That's the Bible translated for alcoholics. Turn a little more. I think Jesus should have turned wine into water. I think that would have been an equivalent miracle. Blaspheme, blaspheme. Inhale. And come out of that side. Really good. Really good. All right. 1 minute to high noon. If you can do this pose, do this. Left leg out, right ankle over, left shin under. If you can't do it, do something else. This is one pose of infinity. So if you can't do this, there's still infinity left over. Oh. This pose really fits Riley's, my family. This pose fits us. My dad did yoga in the 50s. Didn't do enough, apparently. Arms out. Palms open. Pull back. Right arm under. Fold them up. And ups and downs, circles. Get the crud out. Ups and downs. Get them dents out of your back. Oh, feels so good. Now, turn super right with your upper body, elbows, face, and chest. Turn turn your other cheek to the left. Tilt your head to the left, arms to the right. Hold the baby up away from the dingo. We're calm, blissful souls. Good friendly friends, bring elbows back. Take opposable thumbs, middle, center, bottom of your foot pads. Drill in Purdy deep. Brock Purdy. You know, my DVR ran out when I was recording the Super Bowl, and it ran out just at overtime, so I don't know who won yet. Dig in deep. Yeah, I do. Okay, push your thumb into your foot. We're going to chant Om hell a long time. Okay, one more side and then dreamy, delicious Shavasana. Right leg out, lefty over, unless it doesn't. Right shin under. If this doesn't work, something else does. There's no excuse. If you can't do one thing, do something else. Play the cards you're dealt. No complaining. Arms out. Pull back, but careful though. I'm stretching my Adidas. See that on my chest? Left arm under. Fold them up. Ups and downs. Circle them elbows. Ups and downs, side, side, in and outs. Pain, trauma, PTSD, dysfunction hides underneath our shoulder blades because it thinks they'll never find me here, but yoga will find the darkness and roll away the stone, so to speak. Good, turn belly button, chest, elbows, face, super left. More, more. Now turn only face to the right. Tilt head to the right, percolate. Drop your chin. Close your eyes. Lift your lovely baby away from predators. What's that old spiritual poster? There's a picture of two footprints in the sand, and then suddenly it turns to one. And the caption is something like, God, when I was going through all my misery, where were you? And God says, I was carrying you through it. That's why there's one set of footprints. Good, and bring this back. Good, now slightly different part of your foot, just underneath your big toe metamucil, the big knuckle. Drill your thumb underneath your big toe metatarsal. This is called Kashipra. This is for vision. Without vision, the people perish. So this stimulates vision, remembrance, inspiration, your highest ideal, wakes us up. Good, push in pretty strong till you feel kind of yeehaw. Relax your shoulders though. One more Om, kids. Long, loud, and proud. That was breathtaking. I'm going to hold time and space while you beautiful friends relax on your back using all of your goodies in the most pleasing ways. Okay? I will guide you through the checklist of bliss. Before jet planes take off, the two beautiful pilots, they go through a checklist before they take off, which is really smart, isn't it? So here's the checklist. Wiggle your legs, widen your feet a couple inches, more space. Lift up your left and right bun, get any dents out of your posteriors. Lift your left and right shoulder blade, get any dents out of your back. Try palms up or palms down, go with the best. The best is the West. Let your brain melt back, swallow once, circle your jaw, relax your teeth, mouth, tongue. I'll massage your temples, and the pose starts now. Couple more bonus holiday minutes to heal and restore. All right, stay nice and relaxed. Here's that sacred Sunday ritual where, if you'd like, solely from choice, you can invite God, love, source, infinite, higher, organizing, nameless in. Good. If you prayed that simple prayer with me, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate a big, fresh batch of feel good, feel God through yourself. We are God's nerve endings, God's hands, God's feet, God's nose and toes. Good. Curl onto your right side nice and slow when you're ready. Take your time. Love all over yourself. No matter your quirks and foibles, mistakes, misadventures, sins, errors, whatever, love yourself, forgive yourself, repent from foolishness. Good, then we keep our eyes closed to sit up. It's a super important, very dynamic, extra powerful thing to sit up with your eyes closed. It builds your center, your unshakable, immovable, irrevocable center. If you don't have a center, it's somewhere else, inside of something else, and that leads to trouble. Pause at our center, drop our chins in humility, gloriously connected eternally in love, wisdom, light. Altogether, the mighty Sunday yogis, we all say, Namaste. Namas Memorial Day. As always, I bid adieu, adios, arrivederci, and avita saying to my Zoom friends, thank you for growing this thing. I couldn't do it without you. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell. You can also share this with people because the world needs yoga, in my humble opinion, and I hope you feel better than when you first showed up. Bye, YouTubers.